Another growing field that you wanted to touch on is electric vehicles. I imagine an electric vehicle has a lot of wiring as well, but also when it comes to charging electric vehicles. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so what we don't deal with the cables in the cars themselves at in the Prysmian group under my product portfolio. That's outside of the scope a little bit, but to that point, electric vehicles do use about 8 times as much wire and cable than a typical um, gas automobile. So it is definitely an opportunity out there in regards to the wire and cable market, because it is going to demand a lot more wire and cable just to build those cars. And then from a charging standpoint, this is definitely a another key vertical market that we are actively pursuing. So we've had an electric vehicle product portfolio for 7+ years since prior to me starting at the company. However, it hasn't been something that has been a huge focus for us until more recently. I'd say in the last 2 years or so, we've started to put more emphasis and more research into the market and what's coming down the road. So you talk about the market itself. About 2 years ago, I would say 1 to 2% of vehicles sold were electric vehicles. Just in 2022, that number has grown to like 5% of all vehicles
Hmm.
sold were electric vehicles.
Wow.
And we're anticipating a similar growth rate, and actually probably an accelerating growth rate in 23 and beyond, really. So definitely a booming market here that we are, I would say, still in the early stages of, coming up with more solutions for, but we are actively involved in it. Again, we have a base portfolio to go to market with and offer for level one and level two charging. Those are available, and I think we are working with Granger to try to get those, added to the Granger portfolio as well. And then, we're working on new things to come also. As the market continues to expand, you get more feedback, more intel from consumers. They want lighter, more flexible. So we're looking at, newer designs that we're developing for that product segment as well.
Great. Yeah. And like you said, we're working on adding these into Granger. So currently you would have to go through Granger sourcing, but be on the lookout for more products to come soon.